So business and fashion, the two things I wish I could study, but colleges are too dumb to offer at the same time. I think we all associate different stereotypes with these majors, so today we're seeing what they're actually wearing and what they actually think of each other. Without further ado, I'm gonna go to NYU. I'm actually now at NYU, and then I'm gonna go to FIT to interview different students. Let's do it, and let's use a $20 red carpet I bought on Amazon, because I didn't buy it for nothing, so let's rock it. Just stop at the end, wait.
I'm Kelvin Zhang, majoring in finance and data science.
I'm Brian Xu, majoring in finance and sustainable business.
I'm Scott. I'm a sophomore. I'm majoring in finance and accounting.
To be fair, I usually roll out of bed, sweatshirt and sweats, but for some reason I've been wearing a suit all week, so I just apologize to everybody.
Like, we used to make fun of people that show up to school in suits, and now we do it every other day. Yeah.
We had headshots today. That's
Yeah.
why
We
we
had
look like this.
And
Pictures for clubs.
and
We
there's
have
also
information sessions.
a lot of information sessions. And
Canada Goose is a staple. Stern isn't Stern without like 20 international students walking in with Canada Gooses on.
no, but I think that's just like an NYU thing, right?
That's actually very true.
Like, I don't know, all my like international friends, they gotta at least have, you know, one of those name brands.
There's a lot of Patagonia at Stern.
I do love Patagonia. I can't lie, I do own a Patagonia quarter zip. I'm not proud of it, but I do own it.
We rock suits pretty well, not gonna lie.
I agree. I think we look the best in suits.
Not even gonna lie, I think even fashion majors would look better in suits. I think we just dress really poorly. I can't lie.
Bro!
Yo, we're not even good at this stuff. Big shoes and like beanies. Nah, maybe not beanies, but like hats, beanies, stuff like that.
I don't think so. I mean, at least the business students, we don't have any feelings towards fashion students.
They probably judge us, but that's okay. It's like kind of deserved. At least today.
Respect for having a passion,
Yes,
right?
this is
Rather
true.
than us just sellouts. I mean,
I eat, sleep, and breathe finance.
yeah, the technicals is like my comfort food. Definitely looking to learn more about fashion, because, yo, I wear like shit, so.
Yeah, if anybody has any suggestions for something besides a blue suit, I'd love to hear it.
Hopefully, I don't wear a suit too much more. I like wearing normal clothes as well.
You're gonna be wearing a suit for like, or at least something business casual for like the rest of your life, you know?
I would say so, but it comes with more of the sense of being able to feel like you can express yourself. So at a fashion school, you feel like you can express yourself in a fashion sense, where in a business school you might not be as comfortable. So it just comes out a little more, but that doesn't mean we're more fashionable than someone else.
I think a lot of it's due to like mindset of like the majors that you pick. Like if you're going to a different school for like business or something, you think that everything's like super professional and that you always have to be like on your best because everything's interview, everything's like important.
I think that like there's always like the classic stereotypes of like business people need to be ready to like jump into a meeting at like a given notice. You know, something that's like super common is like getting on calls and meeting with people and like networking and stuff like that. So I feel like you want to be dressed more professionally, more business casual, you know, that sort of vibe. Whereas fashion students, I feel like have free reign to do pretty much whatever they want, you know? Like I've seen like tons of TikToks and stuff of fashion students wearing like all these like thrifted pieces and like stuff that's super interesting and like pattern combinations that I don't think I would ever think of something like that, but it's super cool to see. So I definitely think that there's like a difference in like how I would like assume a business student would dress in versus a fashion student. I feel like unconventional layering is something I've been seeing a lot. I'll see fashion students like pick up pieces that honestly like I would never think would work together and like put them on top of each other and put something on top of that, like a vest and a sweater and then another and like it works almost every time, you know, like I would never think to do something like that.
My name is Zavadia, but you can call me Z. When I imagine fashion design students, I just imagine like children like holding a bunch of like fabrics and running around the place because they're so busy. Like I just imagine people in distress, honestly. I feel like they're very stressed out all the time. I think there's definitely a stigma around the business students, but fashion is literally just dressing up, so stop making such a big deal out of it.
I'm Annabelle. My major is business and finance. I do think that definitely it's a thing here with the business majors that people wear like joggers or they either go like in like a suit to school because they go to like interviews sometimes and they wear like Patagonia vests. There's like some kind of like stereotypes there for sure. Here it's more comfy and you have your backpack and your hydro flask water bottle. That's like a thing. But yeah, there's some girls though and some guys that dress really well because this is kind of like an expensive school. So a lot of people also have, not me, have the money to buy designer clothes. So you see a lot of like Yves Saint Laurent, like Kicks, Burberry coats, like a lot of really nice brands, which sometimes, you know, makes for a good outfit, to be fair. I feel like with the fashion majors is way more diverse. So it's also a lot of like vintage clothes and not so much about brands. Whereas I feel like the people that don't know that much about fashion will actually buy the brands. We're in New York. I mean, it's part of it. I know for the finance, it's more like Patagonia and stuff. And for fashion, I would say it's a mix. Thrifting, local brands, like some kind of upcoming, like more high fashion brands. But I think they also try to stay away a little bit from like the mainstream there. So it's very often like brands you've never heard about or I've never heard about. But yeah.
I feel like there's not a significant difference. Everybody has their own style and flair depending on their personality. I feel like a lot of the fashion majors have, a different grasp on like patterns and colors, and like I feel like we're more daring and more like not afraid to mix certain things.
I would say a lot more collared shirts and less creativity in a business major style outfit. I would say wearing things like blazers and more sophisticated items in a more sort of casual and good-looking way for fashion students. I think I would associate like vineyard vines with business students or something more simple like that. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe kind of a little bit of division between the two dress codes, I suppose, and I'm sure fashion majors are judgmental towards the uniform style of business people wearing the same thing every day.
My name is Lubatika and I am an advertising and marketing communications major. There's definitely a notion that fashion students are more creative with what they wear and business students are less so. But I don't know, I really don't see that as much anymore. There's a lot of work that goes into the whole fashion, like design, arts side of things, and they might not see all the work that goes into the business side of things as well.
My name is Nicole and I'm an economics major. From what I've seen, business majors usually wear like suits or like go really formal, like skirts and tights. I'm really laid back, so like when I go to class I just wear like sort of like oversized thrifted outfits. And when I'm taking teach classes, so when I see fashion students, they're like wearing like high-key makeup, visual art on their faces, and like wigs sometimes. And sometimes like colorful vests, like puffers. I think that's very like in trend right now. You know the trend called like chewy? Yeah, so like it's like very colorful stuff. So like everything that's colorful, I would associate that's like fashion students. Colorful, like polka dots as well. I've seen so many polka dots. Here like in Stern, I haven't seen many polka dots or colors at all. Mainly like black and white.
I'm Emma, and I'm fashion business management.
I'm Mia, and I'm also fashion business management.
All depends on like your own style. Business major is more like sleek and like chic, you know?
Yeah, I feel like it's also the environment you're in. Like if you're going to NYU and like not FIT, you're not like directly in a fashion related environment. So like for business students to dress a certain way, I think over there it would have to be based on personal preference.
Yeah.
My name is Angela, and my major is finance and marketing. I think like at fashion schools, they definitely promote, like they encourage more expression. Whereas like in Stern, I think I'd maybe get like a couple looks if, or like judgment from my teacher, my professors, or like classmates if I wore something like more diverse. Business students, like clothing is definitely more muted, I think. Versus like I noticed with the fashion students when I walk by their school, they're always wearing like very like cool out there like trendy clothing. I don't know, like business students, maybe like the Patagonia vest. I noticed like there's this trend with like the fashion students where they're wearing like kind of like deconstructed clothing, like strings or whatever, and like outward place seams or whatever, and I think it looks really cool.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Sarah. I'm an FBM major.
And I'm also an FBM.
I feel like a lot of people in New York, regardless of their major, have really cool style. Not everyone, but a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I guess the stereotypical is like, I feel like a fashion design student might be a little more creative and fun. Yeah. Whereas like the typical business student might be a little bit more put together.
I think a lot of design students also like wear their own designs. Like that's what I've seen a lot, especially on campus. They have more of like an archivy style, if you know what I mean. And then with business students, it's more like tailoring and like blazers and like coats.
I feel like a lot of business students wear a lot of, this is just in my head, like a lot of like long like overcoats with like a collar.
Like a slicked back chic look. Like a leather blazer is probably one essential that I see a lot.
I feel like crazy platforms or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's just like a consistent.
They're
thing
always
I
the
see
ones.
With everyone.
Yeah, they're always the ones holding like a bunch of like artwork and stuff. So they're
like
definitely
with their giant platforms.
Yeah,
they're like killing it. Yeah.
That's what it is.
My name is Paloma, and I'm a marketing major.
I'm Jess. I do finance and sustainable business.
Fashion students, I don't know, I've seen like be a lot more creative with their outfits. Business students, we kind of just dress, like sometimes I dress more for comfort. But I think specifically in NYU, like a lot of people, like even business students, they like do dress to impress basically. Like everybody wants to like wear their best clothes and everything. Like I see a lot of people like wear really, really good, cute outfits that I would see like fashion students wearing also.
And I feel like a lot of business students, like they wear like kind of like very like business casual outfits, more so than like fashion students would. Business students are definitely attempt to be a bit more like formal in their dress. I feel like fashion students are more open to like getting clothes from a bunch of different places. Like I feel like they thrift a lot, and like I like thrifting too and stuff. Whereas I feel like business students, they typically just kind of like shop like very like high-end labels, especially at the school. So yeah, I feel like you can definitely kind of tell what someone's studying based on how they like dress.
Yeah.
Like I feel like people are very good at like representing themselves and their interests in their clothes here.
So Future Maya popping in to say I hope you liked the video, and also I have been getting a couple comments of you guys saying you like the music I use in my videos, so I'm thinking of creating a public MAIAZINE Spotify playlist where I would put all of the jams I use on my channel. Then you guys could also send me suggestions, and it would just be like a big MAIAZINE family playlist. If you're interested in that, make sure to comment down below and I'll definitely do it. And yeah, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun getting out of my comfort zone to go interview business students. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to MAIAZINE, and follow me on Instagram, because a lot of times I do ask you guys for stuff and then I feature it on the videos. So if you want to be part of that, follow me in there. I think that's all for today. So I'll see you next week with the next video. Bye!